It's late. Where exactly do you intend to go?
Chief, I was only going to... Thank goodness. I knew you wouldn't be affected, Chief. I'm sorry I kept this from you. But you coming to Chongfu Street was never part of my plan. When I saw you here yesterday, I was worried that the suggestion had already taken root in you all. I didn't dare tell you the truth, as I was afraid it might destabilize your mind. But it looks like you're all right after all. To catch Sophie, of course. Have you forgotten what the Oracle said? Sophie doesn't just want to cleanse sin. She wants to guide the souls of her faithful as well. If the relocation plan goes through and everyone really evacuates to the inland areas of Ulster, how is Lugalan supposed to stay on Sophie's radar? How are we supposed to catch her? If we want Sophie to follow through with her original plan, this is the least we could do. I was going to wait until the suggestion reached in deeper before telling you. I want to prove that you can rely on me, Chief. That you can trust me again. Just like before. I did think about them. I did. Most of the people staying here are elderly, or pilgrims who want to go to Valhalla anyway. Even if the flood comes, they wouldn't survive it. Or rather, they don't want to. My power is what makes this whole retro fair feel like a sweet dream coming true. Like they've really stepped back into the past. A past with no flood, no Adventists, no Titans. They get to relive a happy memory and help us at the same time. Isn't that a good thing? Huh? Why? But I was just trying to help you. So everything I do is meaningless. Just like before. So no matter what I do, I'll never get your attention. Is that it? What I did, this despicable choice, was the only way I could think of to help you find Sophie. I just wanted us to go back to the way we were. Is that so hard? with saving the world, or some grand, lofty mission. Why did you have to become someone I could never reach? I am calm. But Chief, why do you keep drifting further and further away? Why? Why does it have to be like this? I'm begging you. Just turn around and look at me. Please.
Adjutant, she's flooded. Her mind is collapsing. If this keeps up...
I don't get it. How could an emotional collapse be strong enough to trigger a flooding?
Don't come any closer. Stay away from me. I said, stay away. You saw everything? Huh? Me? I don't know. What is it? That's it? Thank you. What's the point of saying any of this now? You're not going to forgive me anyway. What is the meaning of this? Can I really do this? Once a suggestion is planted, it can't be undone by me directly. A suggestion works because the subject's subconscious accepts it. To break it, they have to question it and reject it themselves. They're already deeply nostalgic for the past. And with a manifestation ability involved, I don't think ordinary people can break free on their own. It's not entirely hopeless. People who accept the same suggestion become subconsciously linked. It forms a kind of network. Put simply, think of a group suggestion as a chain, each link connected to the next. But the suggestion never worked on any of you. That means you can't connect to the subconscious network to begin with. However, Acacia might be an exception.
Because I'm still attached to the old days, right?
If you deliberately try to accept the suggestion, you might be able to slip into the network. That's right. It only worked because you convinced yourself first.
Sounds solid. Let's do this.
But once you're part of the chain, it won't be easy to break free.
Nah, it's the only option we've got if we want to save the residents. Adjutant, I'm pretty confident about this. Just let me try. You trust me, don't you?
I agree. Don't worry, Adjutant. I'll protect both you and Acacia while you're inside.
There's no way this is going to work.
Then let's do this. Operation Chainbreaker. Here we go. But how will I know if I've actually broken the suggestion? Am I supposed to feel something?
If you form a clear, definite thought that you want to leave, that means you've succeeded.
Got it. Once the adjutant's inside my inner mind, I'll start letting Circe's suggestion in. Then, slip into the network.
This is the bygone era you've missed so dearly. You won't want to leave until the flood comes. Stay here for as long as you like. You're happy here.
Huh? Where am I? Wasn't I with the adjutant just now? How strange. I know this is a mind trick, so why am I still clinging to all this?
Acacia, congratulations on passing the test. You're now a test subject for the Manifestation Project.
So that means I get to live?
There's no guarantee, but there's a good chance. A very good chance.
So what do I have to do next?
First, the surgery. Then, we'll move on to simulation training, based on the experiment plan. Acacia, you look hesitant. Are you unwilling?
Unwilling? Yeah, right. You've no idea how long I've waited for this. Finally, I get to see what the future has in store for me. What I just saw should be my memory of just becoming a test subject. You will be forgotten! Of heading into the future pushed me to hit every target in the early stages of the experiment. I gave it my all in every simulation training. Maybe that's why Circe's suggestion didn't work on me at first. I wanted tomorrow more than anybody else. And I didn't like this tragic and sad era one bit. So, why am I still lingering here? What am I still holding on to?
Acacia, I'll need your cooperation for the next part of the project.
Don't bother lying to me. You're going to deal with me, aren't you?
overhear something.
It's written all over your face. Do I have any other options? Am I going to die?
No. I'll put you into a hibernation capsule. We'll awaken you as soon as the project restarts. I guarantee it. It'll be in no time.
How long is no time? 1 month? 1 year?
It won't be more than a few months. Trust me.
I knew from the start that she couldn't keep that promise. But to keep the fear away, I had to make myself believe her. It's okay, Acacia. There's still hope. It'll only be a few months. You won't have to wait long. But as I watched the hibernation capsule's door slowly close, I couldn't help but think, please, don't leave me here alone. Please, can anyone help me?
They found that machine in a pile of debris. It's still functioning normally.
Isn't this a hibernation pod? I think I just pressed a random button. Name Acacia. Number of days in hibernation, 10,000 and... is this machine broken or am I seeing things?
This must be when they first found my pod. The adjutant was the first person I met in this new era. He was also the first person willing to actually talk to me. Everyone else only cared about where I came from and what experiment I belonged to. Only he sat and shared the snacks I took from the vending machine. Only he listened as I talked about silly things like being bitten by a mutated spider or exposed to gamma radiation. But in that moment, the helplessness in me eased up a little. Only a little, though. Because every unfamiliar face, every unfamiliar aspect of this era reminded me that I had been left behind. This memory must have been from the time we went out to uproot the tree.
Time waits for no one.
I promised the adjutant I'd make it back before the comms were down completely. What a pain. I remember how dark it was that night. How the snow raged and the wind howled. The cold was bitter enough to freeze everything solid. Maybe it was the harshness of it all. But for the first time in a long while, that old feeling crept back. The same loneliness I felt waking alone in the pod after 30 years. To a world where all my ties had vanished. So that's what it is. I'm still clinging to this place because I don't want to be alone again. That's why I've been desperately holding on to anything that ties me to the past. Painting them over in my memories to make them seem better than they really are. I even started to see myself as a relic of the old era. I'm scared that if I change, what little that remains of the past will vanish for good. Perhaps that's why I couldn't master the power of the transphase core. Now that I finally understand, what do I do next? Right. The adjutant told me to think about something even better than the past. the person by my side, and the future that's yet to come.
Adjutant, come help me test out the new version of Star Master. This time, you'll be an explorer, fighting aliens with your light sword. You'll search every inch of the planet and finally reunite with your beloved Lady Acacia. What do you think? Pretty neat, huh? Ever since you became my personal test player, I've felt much more motivated to develop my games. I really want to show you how much I've improved as a producer. Alrighty then, sit tight and have fun. I'll go make you the best bowl of tonkotsu ramen you've had yet.
The adjutant must have seen through how I felt. That's why he kept me company and did all that fun stuff with me. It wasn't the afterglow of a bygone era that lit up my lonely days. It was his affection and his love. At the Heliora Sea Hotel, the adjutant told me he wanted to play with me next time. In making Builder Island, he thanked me for coming to his world. He's always so sincere, always telling me exactly how he feels about me. Just thinking about it makes my heart race. Compared to what he's done for me, I've done so little for him. Too little. Noobs. The old me built a world where I could be happy alone with all those hobbies. But now, I have someone to share my happiness with. And those hobbies of mine have become even more fun because of the adjutant. I'm no longer alone. And because of that, I don't need to cling to the past anymore. I want to tell him all of this. To answer his love, truly, sincerely. If there's anything I can do for the adjutant, it starts with living up to the faith that he put in me. It's time for me to leave this place and break the chains. He's waiting for me. He's waiting for me to return to that era meant for the both of us. I won't lose my way again. Let's start around, darling. Promise you'll be there waiting for me in the future. Pretty much. You could say it was a lucky little bonus. I suppose I'd been turning away from the exosuit's power without even realizing it, simply because I resisted change. And that mindset fit perfectly with the suggestion Cersei planted in me. So, I ended up breaking through both at once this time. Don't you think I deserve a little praise? Come on, ask me how I pulled it off. After saying goodbye to you inside my inner mind, I lingered there for a long, long time, revisiting days that were long gone as a bystander. I didn't resist change because the past was all that great. What truly scared me was the thought that after that era disappeared, I'd be the only one left behind. So I clung to the past with everything I had, as if holding on to it meant I wouldn't be alone. I even thought that if I changed too, then that whole era would just disappear for good. But in the end, it was all because I didn't want to be alone. So, what I want to say is, Adjutant, thank you for loving me. And thank you for always being by my side. It doesn't matter which era I end up in anymore, because the only future I want is the one with you in it, just like the promise we made. Huh? Muscle memory. I keep forgetting I don't have to stretch that high to kiss you anymore.
Chief, Acacia, did you two?
Yup. We broke free of the suggestion. The residents of Chongfu Street should be waking up soon, right?
You actually did it? That's unbelievable. A few minutes ago, we ran into Sophie.
Don't worry. The Adjutant and Acacia will return safely.
Why? Are you so sure?
Don't you think having someone you care about believe in you is a kind of strength in its own right? When the person you care about has faith in you, you can't help wanting to live up to their expectations. And if that faith is something one of a kind, something meant only for you, the strength it gives you becomes even greater. I know Acacia feels the same way I do. We don't ever want to let the adjutant down, so we give everything we have to make it happen.
Is that so? That was Sophie.
What? I'll go after her. You stay here and wait for the adjutant and Acacia to wake up.
But what are you planning to do?
Time flows differently inside the inner mind. What may feel long to them will be a brief moment for us. For all we know, the adjutant and Acacia could return within seconds. When they do, follow the beacons I left and catch up to me. And don't worry, I know I'm no match for Sophie. I'll keep my presence concealed and track her from a distance. I won't engage her head-on.
You become brave because someone you care about believes in you. And you give everything you have because you don't want to let them down. Then maybe I could do that too?
I want you to witness any wounds I may get, Adjutant. Feel the full might of Marian. The Fang is already in place.
Ping.
Air support in position.
Need a refill. Next piece of cake. Dev fund secured.
It looks like Sophie's headed for the coastal district. If we take a speedboat, we should catch up to her faster. A waterfall. Thank goodness we didn't capsize.
After admiring Lucanon's gorgeous cityscape, are you curious about its history? As a seaside city, Lucanon experienced a devastating flood even before the descent. Beside you is the submerged ruin of the old district.
Strange. I'm sure I've turned it off. Why is it playing again? Keep going, darling.
Trans space. Let's start around, darling.
I want you to witness any wounds I may get, Adjutant.
Time for Adjutant. We've got to catch up to Marian quick.
How about I take you to a shortcut?
Air support in position.
This way.
Noob.
Not a single one will slip past me.
Yep. The waterway again. And not even a bridge we can cross.
The device over there controls the water level. We can use that to get across.
Is the path— Hey, you really know your stuff. Special tactics up here.
Air support in position.
Noobs. Yeah.
Not a single one will slip past me.
Dev fund secured. HP fully restored. A piece of cake. Is the password 123456? Darling, let's send them all to Builder Island. Special targets appearing in map.
Air support in position.
Tram face!
Allow me to set the stage.
Dev fund secured. Mission accomplished. Let's save, darling. Glad you like it, darling.
I want you to witness any wounds I may get, Adjutant.
Time for some exercise. Adjutant, I found the beacons Marian left behind.
Air support in position.
Can't be that far away.
Not a single one will slip past me.
Dev fund secured. Darling, let's send them all to Builder Island. Needs piece of cake. Need a refill. Special target. Yeah. Slash. Dev fund secure. Slash. Now this is getting interesting.
Let's air support in position.
Mission accomplished. Let's save, darling. Dev fund secured. Let's start around, darling.
Mr. Adjutant, please don't let me down. Let it all end quickly.
Trigger a massive flood in Lucalan, plunge the people into deeper despair, and use your oracle to herd them toward Ulster's tree? Not bad at all. I didn't think you'd come up with something this creative. Then I'll grant you authorization for 2 orbital beams. They're easy enough to intercept. But my calculations show the seabed beneath Lucalan is laughably fragile. Sophie, do try not to disappoint me.
I need to set the groundwork for a new promised land before Beta catches on. Is that Miss Marian of the Heimdall Force? Did the adjutant not come with you? There's no need for alarm. I won't hurt you. My purpose has never changed. To show the adjutant just how powerless humanity is in the face of absolute catastrophe. And how desperately it needs salvation. So, is he nearby? No answer? That's all right. Your presence alone is answer enough. Very well. Let the prelude begin.
No!
In 10 minutes, an orbital beam will strike Lucalan. Of course, I know cathode technology's capabilities. Stopping this single beam shouldn't be difficult, but I should warn you. The seafloor beneath Lucalan is extremely fragile. Even the slightest impact would be enough to trigger an undersea quake. Miss Marian, I understand you've already become the head of House Andriotti. You must care deeply for the people of Lucalan, don't you? Please, speak to the adjutant for me. Instead of letting these people suffer such a cruel fate, let me grant them release.
"10 minutes. Adjutant, you're here. Sophie just said...
Understood. Okay. We're still too late. Adjutant, what do you mean?
Marian, I heard a drone just spotted you and Sophie on the shoreline. Leave that area at once. I'm sending a helicopter to pick you up.
That won't be necessary, Mother.
Marian, this is no time to be stubborn. What good will staying there do? What matters is that you stay alive.
In 7 minutes, an orbital beam from Misteltein Station will set off a tsunami. Both the family and Cathode Tech need someone on the front lines to take command. That's why I have to stay.
Marian, are you alright?
I'm fine. In fact, I've never felt this alive. As head of House Andriati, it is my duty to stand on the front lines and protect the people of Lucalan. I'll hold this line, not a single step back. I know you and Father always wanted me to be a carefree young noblewoman, someone who could live her life safely and comfortably under your care. But the adjutant saw the defiance inside me, and he believes I can do this. I won't betray that trust. I have to see this through and become who I truly want to be.
Marian.
Mother, as the head of the house, I'm giving my first order to both the family and Cathode Tech. Activate every mobile floodgate. Hold that tsunami back with everything we've got. Now!
Attention residents. A life-threatened tsunami expected to reach 16 to 20 meters will strike the Lucalan coastline in 5 minutes. All residents must evacuate to higher ground immediately. This is a mandatory evacuation order. Repeat, this is a mandatory evacuation order.
Adjutant, what do we do now? Did we make it? Truly impressive, Mr. Adjutant. I didn't expect you to hold back a tsunami by sheer will alone.
Sophie.
Please, compose yourself, Miss Marian. There is still so much left for you to face. What you just stopped was merely a prelude. In truth, I never wished for this tsunami, nor the ruins soon to come upon Lucalan. I shall mourn every life lost today. But to save the many, I must allow this to happen. Doesn't this disaster remind you of Juvosis, Mr. Adjutant? The only difference is how quickly its consequences come, and how plainly they show themselves. You've already done so much. The mass evacuation, using Titagen to stop the tsunami. Now, your Titagen is nearly spent. Yes, you think you glimpsed hope, but what awaits you is the next orbital strike. Just as the Balder inhibitor was never the true cure for Javosis. You know you cannot stop it. And yet you let them go on struggling, leaving them to suffer in terror and despair. That is the real cruelty. If you choose to help me, they can be saved at this very moment under the guidance of a new god. They can be led toward a place where happiness is assured. Join me, Mr. Adjutant. With your choice, their suffering can at last come to an end. So... You really are stubborn. Perhaps because you've never truly known despair. Never heard the cries of the weak for yourself, Mr. Adjutant. Then today, you will. In 30 minutes, the second orbital strike will launch. There is still time, if you wish to reconsider. I hope you can look past your pride, as I have, and show mercy to every soul. I will not flee. If you change your mind, we can still walk this path together.
Adjutant, should we take her down now?
Adjutant, how are you feeling?
Marian! Hey, Marian!
Madeline, what are you doing here? Don't tell me Mother sent you to take me away. I already said...
No way. As if I'm strong enough to save any of you. I'm just here to drop something off. Once I do, I'm gone. Not staying a second longer.
What is it? What's this?
It's the exosuit made for the next head of House Andreotti and Cathode Tech's future executive chair. Oh, and there's a letter inside. Make sure you read it.
Marian, as your father, I'm sorry that I must speak my heart this way, through a letter, rather than with the courage you deserve. This exosuit was built for the head of our family, outfitted with every cutting-edge system Cathode Technologies could offer. From the moment the idea took shape, I knew it would be yours one day. But as your parents, we couldn't bear to see you carry such a heavy burden. That's why we kept this suit from you for so long. We only wished for you to live a carefree life. We never realized that our protection had become something that held you back. And we're sorry we failed to see what you truly wanted. But what happened today made one truth unmistakable. You were always destined to become the eagle who soars beside the adjutant and shields Lucalan with your own wings. If this is the path you've chosen, Then let your family be the wind beneath your wings. And may our support carry your soaring heart farther than you could ever go alone.
P.S. Dad has no sense of style whatsoever, so I did the design myself. When you sweep the adjutant off his feet, don't forget who deserves the credit. P.P.S. Turns out my real interest is only in tourism after all. So please hurry up and save the world already. My career depends on it.
Honestly, what kind of big sister talks like that?
Acacia and Marian are both standing by the chief in their new forms. To raise another barrier, he'd need a huge amount of Titagen. I want to try to fight by his side for once. He said he believes in me, so I should at least try to live up to it, right? Aparte, can you hear me? I willingly offer my mind and soul to you. All I ask is that you become stronger than ever before, so you can help him for me, and give him the strength to face this disaster. Please, Goddess of Deceit, Aparte.
She's flooded. Again?
It's okay. This time, the choice is mine. If I become a demiurge, I should be able to give you much more Titagen, right? I want to try. For you, Chief, to protect everything you're trying to protect. If only I'd been this brave 6 years ago. But it's all right. I'm not too late. If I lose myself completely, kill me. Titagen inside me to summon a wall again.
Adjutant, what do we do?
Understood.
Marian, cover me!
Got it.
Huh?
It's all right. As long as I can help. I don't regret it, Chief.
Game start.
Let's see what... Yeah.
Peace.
Not a single one will slip past me.
Trans-space!
Allow me to set the stage. Not a single one will slip past me.
Behold, the power that mortals
Not a single one will slip past me.
No! This was not how it was meant to end!
Pass me the ammo, darling.
Let's see what's left. Allow me... Yeah.
Cease!
Not a single one will slip past me.
Trans-space!
Let's see what's left. Allow me to set the stage.
Don't forget to save.
Even after everything, you still want to save me. Chief, you really are so gentle.
Glad you like it, darling.
I'm not dead. I didn't lose my mind. All this Titagen. Is it enough?
Cersei. Cersei.
Adjutant, is she... Adjutant, it's an underwater landslide. The second tsunami will hit even harder.
What about you?
Ma'am, we should take the helicopter and leave as soon as possible. This isn't a flood, it's a tsunami! Even if we deploy every gondola and every heat barrel we have, there's no way we can freeze the entire surface of the sea!
How many gondolas can the chamber deploy?
At most, maybe 7,800 units.
7,800. I see. I've never had the heart to watch a hero brought low, or a gentle soul turned cold. Even if this ends as a losing venture, it's one I'm willing to see through. Fit every gondola the chamber owns with heat barrels, set them to unmanned mode, and send them straight to the coast. And not just the gondolas. Ships, barges, rafts. If it can float, put it to use.
But that's the very foundation of the chamber.
If Lukalon falls, what foundation is there to speak of? Should we survive this calamity, I,
Long Yen shall carry the burden of these losses myself. Even at the cost of all I own, I will repay each of you in full.
Ma'am!
Release the boats.
And what good is any of that supposed to do?
In essence, this system disperses nanocrystal catalyst into the water, while directing excess heat into the heat barrels positioned along the city's perimeter. In essence, this system disperses nanocrystal catalyst into the water, while directing excess heat into the heat barrels position. The barrels are ferried by boat, and once they have absorbed sufficient heat, they are dispatched into the open sea.
Mr. Adjutant, even now, at the very end, you still refuse to accept that I am right? I have to admit, you have shown me something truly extraordinary. But all you have done is use your strength to shield them from this one storm. What about the next time? Or when they have to face Juvosis? Still, I reflected on myself just now. I was too impatient and failed to truly convey the beauty of that promised land. Would you come with me and see it for yourself? Once you do, you'll understand what humanity truly needs. Come with me. Over here, Mr. Adjutant. That wording feels rather inappropriate, Mr. Adjutant. Cersei is my friend. Allowing her to become one of the first residents here is my way of offering her kindness. Yes, I'm different from Edda. I care for humanity too deeply to send them to Valhalla, where they would lose everything that makes them human, only to meet their end stripped of dignity. What I've prepared is a sweet dream, tailored to each soul individually. For now, this vision exists only within my inner mind. But with your aid, it could one day become humanity's new haven. It is possible. At the Yarus Federal Sanatorium, I made a small yet crucial discovery. By observing patients' brainwaves, I found that even in sleep, consciousness remains active, yet the brain bears only a minimal load. So long as we construct a different kind of Valhalla upon this finding, those drawn into the dream by my song can retain their sense of self, without the need for immense computational power. This would be humanity's true dream, shaped beautifully for each soul. Look how happy she is. In this dream, she no longer waits in the snow, hoping you'll finally turn back. Here, every feeling she carries is heard, and her love reciprocated. Every painful memory she ever carried simply does not exist. Isn't it? It seems you truly cannot see the heart behind what I've tried to do. Then please, leave my inner mind, Mr. Adjutant. I sincerely hope that when you look back on this day, on the moment you turned away from a new world, you will not come to regret it too deeply. But by then, even if you wish to turn back, it will likely be far too late.
Adjutant! Adjutant, you really did it. That was incredible.
Then, what about Sophie?
Adjutant, Cersei's not doing so well. You should come take a look.
miss. May I take your order? One milk tea. One coffee, please. It's cold. An Osawachi.
The snow is getting worse. The adjutant will be here any minute. You've been waiting for him, haven't you?
I have to go.
Why? What's wrong with this perfect dream? Why would you choose to wake from it?
There's nothing wrong with it. Just like you said, it's perfect. But that's exactly why I realized it was just a dream. Do you know how many times I've dreamed of him in those 6 years? Not once. Because I was afraid to. So I know full well, if I stay here, I'll never really see him again. Never get to stand beside him, or live through the stories waiting ahead of us. Giving up all those possibilities for a fabricated memory of the past, that's a terrible deal. So, goodbye, Sophie. I don't want this dream.
Adjutant, she's awake.
We were lucky there were no casualties. Still, the damage to the infrastructure is extensive. Sorting it all out will take time. Sorry, Adjutant. It's been a long night. Could I recharge for a bit in your arms? Thank you, Adjutant. I feel a lot better now. But every time I close my eyes, my head fills up with all the things waiting for my sign-off as head. I don't think I'll be able to sleep. But are you sure you're all right? If you're sure, then there's somewhere I'd like to go with you. You've never taken a gondola out at night before, have you, Adjutant? Would you like to give it a try? There really is nothing I can hide from you, Adjutant. All of this, I only finished arranging it about an hour ago. I meant to bring you here after you'd fully recovered, but I couldn't bring myself to wait any longer. There's something I just couldn't wait to tell you. This is an heirloom of the Andreotti family, passed down from one head of the house to the next. The black onyx represents our family's creed, unmoved, unbroken. And now, I feel like I've finally grown into someone worthy of standing by your side, as your partner. So, before the covenant ceremony is officially held, I wanted to come to you, as I am now, and ask you properly. This heirloom of the house, the vow it carries, and everything I am. I want to entrust all of it to you, and remain by your side for the rest of my life. Adjutant, will you seal a covenant with me and walk the years ahead by my side? Could you say it again? Didn't you just say I needed to clear my head before sleeping? You know how to make me stop thinking altogether, don't you?
What happened to you two? You look like a pair of drowned cats.
Well, let's just say we might have fallen into the lake together.
Here, Miss Longyan asked me to give you this letter. Is she inviting us to dinner?
Chief, would you like an apple? Right. Yes, please. I'm not a manifestation anymore. I don't think I'm suited for work there now. Thank you. The people on Chongfu Street suffer because of what I did. I've already spoken with Miss Longyan, and I plan to spend a year on Chongfu Street in service to the community. It's the least I can do to repay what I owe. Thank you, Chief.
Miss Longyan? Are you in there? Miss Longyan?
I'm here. I've been waiting in the courtyard. I was beginning to wonder if you'd actually show up. I didn't expect the great hero of Lukalon to have such a way with words. All right, let's not linger out here in the cold. Come on in. In years past, Mingdongjie was almost always a quiet affair for me. I never expected it to be this. In years past, Mingdongjie was almost always a quiet affair for me. In years past, Mingdongjie was almost.
The adjutant mentioned you weren't born and raised in Shuozhou, Miss Longyan. I didn't realize Mingdongjie meant so much to you.
Some traditions passed down over generations are hard to part with. Out of my 7,800 ships, more than half now rest at the bottom of the sea. Adjutant, a debt of this size calls for a proper return. So, how do you plan to repay me?
Look who it is! My brother-in-law!
Well, it is Mingdongjie after all. A little liveliness comes with the occasion.
Hey, brother-in-law. In the spirit of Mingdongjie, I even brought you a red envelope. Come on, just wish your big sister good fortune, and the red envelope's yours.
Madeline!
Miss Madeline, we do give red envelopes in Shuojo, but only from elders to children.
Huh? That's how it works. Well, fine. I'll just keep the money for myself.
I'm terribly lazy after all. No plans for that just yet. It says dinner's ready, although... Where is Miss Acacia?
So that's why. For a moment there, I thought the world glitched or something. Then... I'll read it now. To Acacia of the future. Thank you for crossing all those years to reach me. From here on, I want us to run toward many more beautiful moments together. So, would you seal a covenant with me? Would you be my partner and walk with me into the next era and the one after that, all the way to the end of time? My answer... Of course it's yes.
It's all simple home cooking, nothing special. I just hope everyone enjoys it.
Wow, those fireworks are gorgeous! It's my first time celebrating Mingdongjie. I never realized Chengfu's street could be this lively.
Some of tonight's cheer comes from the festival, of course. But more than that, it's everyone celebrating that Lukalon made it through the disaster safely. On that note, allow me to raise a glass to you, Adjutant. Without you, Lukalon would not be enjoying a night like this.
All right. Let's stop passing the praise around.
Then let's all raise a glass together. Come on. Cheers.
Hmm?
Darling! I know you already called to say you were safe, but I still couldn't stop worrying. Is everything alright over in Lukalon? Good. It's all Sophie's fault. That vile woman! If I ever get my hands on her, she won't get away so easily.
Fanny, that's enough. It's Mingdongjie, so let's not spoil the mood. Darling, everyone at the base put together a festive dinner too. We wanted to share it with you over comms, and we're just about to call you when you called us. Guess we were on the same wavelength.
My prince, look. These are the dumplings we all made together. I made all the shepherd's purse dumplings myself. Didn't slack off even once, I swear.
Ah! Icho just knocked over the bag of flour! Oh, we can't make dumplings without wrappers. That's just meatballs at that point. Oh, Icho, stop messing around.
Sorry, Adjutant. We had a bit of a situation. Not just that. Mia tried a spoonful of Cherno's 5 blessings and passed out.
I keep saying, Cherno's cooking deserves a warning section all its own in the new staff handbook.
Adjutant! I brought a whole bunch of special fireworks from back home. I was hoping we could set them off together. There's a Gatling-style firework, and magic burst ones, and... Huh? Adjutant! They're lighting all my fireworks without me!
Adjutant, would you care to make a New Year's wish?
Once the bow is drawn, there is no retreat. Adjutant, I am prepared. Worth our concern. Was never in question. Reloading now. Try to dodge this. Let my arrows rain. Foreseen your inevitable end. Try to dodge this. Arrows, find your target. Reloading now. A reward for me? Then, would you mind stepping a little closer? Better to be safe.
The Retro Fair special event, the Mini 4WD Grand Prix, will begin at 10 a.m. in the Central Plaza. All contestants.
Pretty decisive.